Hey guys, welcome back to another one of our training series. This one is going to be on lockout tagout. So we have devices that we use to try to help us not get flooded out whenever we're working on houses. So you guys have probably seen these. If you don't have one on your truck or if you're a helper, then you've probably seen them floating around. We affectionately know this one as the cheese wheel. So this cheese wheel comes in quite handy, and so does our big red lockout, okay? So the way these are designed is so that they have these holes in them, so that you can actually put locks onto them and close them off. Now you'll notice also they're made of plastic, they're not made of metal. This isn't a life safety thing as far as wanting to lock out, tag out, but it is a property safety thing. And so if somebody really absolutely had to get into there, then they would be able to, because these plastic bodies can be cut or changed or anything like that if for some reason the water needed to be turned on because of fire or anything like that. So the cheese wheel, as you guys can see there, that's how the lock goes on. We have locks that are all keyed the same, so if you have a truck key, on that truck key there should be a small key that says American Lock. It actually has your truck number on it, and that will go to this lock. Okay, it could be plastic like that. We also have some aluminum bodied one, but no matter what, they all take the same key. So which ones do we use this for? Well, this one we're going to primarily use whenever we are dealing with ball valves. And so, you know, we have a lot of CPVC two-handle ball valves out there, okay? That's, I guess, what I should have said, is a two-handle ball valve, because you can see it's actually got two handles on there. So what this allows for is you slide it over the top of that, then you're going to go ahead and close it up, and then you would lock it. Now this can spin all the way around, but you can see they don't have any way of taking that off. If they pull it off, it's going to actually pull the handle off as well, or they'd have to cut it or break it. Remember guys, this isn't something that is like a safe or something that is metal and cannot be undone. This is something that's there as a precautionary method. So somebody can see this and say, oh, I shouldn't take this off. The water's off for a reason. So as you guys can see, that does a pretty good job. So this is a great thing to use on all of the two-handle valves that we have out there. Most all of them are CPVC. It also works great if you ever have to on hose bibs. Anything that can fit up inside there, so you can imagine a hose bib handle could slide right in there and you could lock it off if you needed to do that. Same thing with a gate valve. And then you could also use this on backflows, because you can lock it onto the valves that are at the top that are a two-handle quarter turn, just like this. So two-handle ball valve. So all two-handle ball valves are cheese wheel. That is our one that we want to go to on that. It's our go-to unit that we use. Now, when we get into a ball valve like this, a single handle ball valve, it's a different situation. We need something different. This, as you can imagine, won't work on there. It doesn't go inside there. Now you could say, well, I'll take the handle off, that's fine, but it's not stopping somebody from taking a pair of pliers or a pair of channel locks or a wrench or anything like that and turning this. So we had to come up with something different. So that's what this one comes in play for. So this one doesn't hinge open. It actually is two separate pieces. You'll have this in the off position. You lay this up against there with this spot right there for the handle to go inside of. You guys can see that, okay? I have not had any that this would not work on that were below, I think, about 1 1/4 inches. When we get up to 1.5 inches and 2 inches, we may have to go to something different, okay? But you can check this on there no matter what. Now this is going to slide right over top of that. Now this has made that handle captive. It can no longer be turned, so it now is locked off. So all you're going to do then is look inside here for a clear space, an open space. Obviously don't choose one that the holes don't line up, but they're made so that there is some adjustability in there, but get your actual lock through one of those holes. All right, so again, why do we use this? Guys, it's come up to us many, many times over the years. Whenever we just turn the water off and we go inside and we start doing work, we're inevitably asking for anybody at all, from landscapers to pool guys to electricians to air conditioning guys, to turn the water on because they needed water for some reason. It could be they want to wash their hands because they're going to lunch. It could be some other reason. I don't know what that might be, okay? Now, just as a little side that you guys would know, I kind of said this earlier about the size of it, but this will slide out. If you guys notice, that makes this a lot bigger for the handle. So you can actually go to a bigger valve as well, with the handle being bigger like that. It'll still work the same way. It'll slide inside there. Thing is, you can see it gives you more space there. So probably up to about 2 inches we ought to be able to handle with this one, okay? Just make sure you don't lose your little insert by putting that back in there. It just keeps it more firm whenever you have this handle in place, okay? But it's a great design, works really good. We have had a lot of success with that. Guys, if you were to install this and then someone turns the water back on and they cut it off, they disabled it in some way, shape, or form, we've got a great case to be made for we did everything we could to not have the water turned on and flood out the actual system. That's what it's all about. It's due diligence. When we talk about due diligence, it's just us doing the very best that we can to stop problems from occurring. That's what that's all about. Well, guys, I hope that this has helped you understand a little bit more about our lockout tagout. You know, we're always striving for operational excellence, and one of the things about that is we have to do the things that don't really seem like they're about plumbing, but they are. Because if we don't do this right, we risk having big problems with flooding out. Thank you, guys.